very dangerous. Let's make it so that it may be inhabitable by humankind.
We need to make it so that people can live here and thrive.
I will begin placing the bricks for the biodomes. Coordinates located. Executing build sequence.
We need to solve for low gravity situation on this planet.
Let's make magnet floors.
Why?
We will make human beings wear metallic clothing. That way they get pulled down to the magnet floors with greater force.
That is a brilliant idea.
Planet X is a much smaller and rockier planet than Earth, and it has made colonization here very difficult. Because there is less gravity, we have had a lot of difficulty introducing plants to the planet.
How do you overcome gravity? I thought it is one of the intrinsic properties of the planet.
Well, since we can't change the size of the planet, we have to alter the plant's genetic code to adapt to the decrease of gravity. Scientists at North Carolina State have come up with a genetically modified plants that respond less to external stimuli, specifically gravity.
Oh, so that way the plants can bend and face the sun even with the low gravity here?
Exactly. Don't forget we have to change the composition of the planet to Earth-like levels. Currently, the planet is mostly CO2, which makes it easier for us.
Now we just have to grow enough vegetation to convert the CO2 to oxygen.
Right, and since the planet has a thick atmosphere, we don't have to worry about the air escaping. You know, Earth was also mostly composed of CO2 at one point. It's a long process, but since there is not much carbon dioxide being produced by the planet, it is definitely possible with time.
Insane.
Wow, that was a long trip, but we're finally here. Look at this place. It's interesting.
Is that where we're living? Not the nicest place, but at least we can breathe here.
And it took a lot of work to make it that way. Welcome to Catan, fellow humans.
Thanks. It was a long trip. Sorry, what did you mean by it took a lot of work? Hasn't this place always been like this?
No, actually. The air here used to be pretty unbreathable, and it used to get unbearably cold at night.
So why are we able to breathe now?
Good question. Let me tell you while we walk to your new capsule. So when we got here, the air was pretty bad. It was mostly carbon dioxide with almost no oxygen. We had to wear these masks around so that we could breathe. We brought a lot of different plants that produced oxygen as a byproduct. So now we can breathe here.
Well, that was surely nice of you. What else did you guys do?
Well, did you see those solar satellites coming into orbit?
Solar satellites? I thought those were for Dish TV.
No, actually, those satellites have huge mirrors that collect sunlight from the home star and heat up the habitable patches of Catan. Before that, the temperature swung like the pendulum of a grandfather clock.
Wow, that's awesome.
Sorry, these leaves. Never.
Dad, what is Earth? Earth was our first home, a planet that we humans loved, but also destroyed in an effort to live our exceedingly comfortable lives.
Before us? You mean there were even more people that came before the people on Earth?
Well, essentially, yes. Early civilizations on Earth is what led the way to our modern society I once enjoyed. Much like early settlement on Catan allowed us the capability to live on this planet.
Why did you leave Earth, Daddy?
You see, much like here, there was a sun that provided light and heat. That sun, however, was much bigger than our sun, and eventually it got too hot, and we had to leave because we could not live there anymore.
Can we go back there?
No. The sun engulfed Earth, and it eventually completely destroyed the planet.
Did those people speak Cantonese on that planet?
No, my child. On this planet, we spoke many different languages. In my home country, America, we used to speak English.
Can you still speak it, Dad?
Actually, I remember quite a bit.
Wow, that's super. How come we don't speak that language anymore?
Well, since humans spoke a variety of different languages on Earth, a new language had to be created. Catan further unified the inhabitants of our new home. The reason behind this was because the unification of all the nations on Earth that once ran their own separate countries. This unified government is the only way settling on Catan was possible.